Hello and welcome back to my craft room. I have just come up to my lovely new tidy craft room to get started on my Maggie Morris project, but which probably by the time you see this video will have already started. I've got a lot of catching up to do, but postman has been, and I have got some happy mail to open. And look at all those gorgeous stamps. This has come all the way from Germany, from Telse in Germany. I hope I'm saying your name right, Telse. It looks right to me. And I know that this is a piece that she's created to add to our community quilt. I'll link in the description box. I'll link to a video that tells you all about the Totally Bonkers Quilt as a community project that you can come along and join us at the Bazaar event in August, where we're going to have a slow stitching corner, free to join in and everything, and you can come along and stitch a little piece into the community quilt in person. If you're not able to join us in person but you'd like to be with us in spirit and contribute to this community project, which in the end will be auctioned off to benefit a charity, which charity is yet to be decided, then you can send me a little piece. It can be any shape or size. I would say from about 5 centimetres across to no more than 30 centimetres. It doesn't have to be square or rectangular. It can be any shape. It can be irregular. It doesn't have to be backed, and it doesn't have to be finished at the edges, although if you prefer you can back it and you can finish the edges. It just needs to be some kind of needlework, really, any kind of needlework you like, anything that can be stitched onto a quilt. Anything goes, no particular colour or theme. You can add some words if you would like to. Really, anything goes. Anyway, I will link to the video that will tell you a bit more about that, and I'll also link to Bazaar so that you can check them out and have a look at the details of the event and everything. So I'll all the links you need will be below. If you do want to send me a piece, you'll need to click on my link tree and you'll find as well as links to the Facebook and Discord communities, you'll also find my email address. You'll need to email me and then I'll let you know what address to send your piece to. So quite enough about that. If you want any more details, check out the links. I'm going to just open this off camera a minute because it's got our addresses on either side of the envelope, and then we'll go in and have a look. It's a lovely card. Okay, let me get rid of the envelope with all the addresses. Oh, what a gorgeous card. And let's have a look. It's going to be so exciting stitching all these on for people. Look at this card. Cat on mat. I love it. What a lovely piece of art that is. I'll tell you, I've had some beautiful cards. Let's have a look. Oh, isn't that lovely? Right. Oh, hide it a minute and let's have a look at what Telse says. Dear Annie, in my stash I found the perfect envelope for my quilt block, and to my surprise I found a sad little ginger cat. She missed her whiskers, so I helped her. She looks happy now and loves to go to you. Oh, on my quilt book. Left a 1 centimetre seam, that's 1 centimetre seam allowance for more possibilities. Yeah, it doesn't have to be a particular size at all. Thanks for your engagement. Success with your slow stitch event in August. Greetings from the Baltic Sea, Telse. Oh, how lovely. Oh, gorgeous. This is I love that. So what she's saying is she missed her whiskers, so I helped her. Oh. She's actually stitched whiskers on. Look at that. I can feel them. I didn't notice it when I first opened the card. I love that. And I do love cats. And whenever I draw cats in my art, although neither of the cats I've had personally since I've been an adult were ginger, it's always ginger cats that I draw. It's funny that. I just love the look of them, I guess. Yeah, I love that. I love the idea of adding the whiskers. So let's have a look at this beautiful piece. Take it out of here. What an amazing piece of totally bonkers art this quilt is going to be. With all these different pieces, styles, techniques, materials being used from all over the world. This is absolutely fab, Telse. I love it. And so the idea is that although it's a bazaar event, you don't, if you've got bazaar scrap packs, which if you're a regular viewer, you'll know how much I love the bazaar scrap packs. I will leave a link to bazaar so you can look them up if you want to. But you don't have to go buying bazaar scrap packs in order to join in. Use whatever you've got. It's nice if it kind of embraces the idea of recycling and reusing. You know, there's absolutely no need to go out and buy anything specially for this. Just use whatever scraps you've got. I love how this totally embraces, I mean, it really is very much kind of bazaar, even though these, I would say, aren't bazaar pieces, but it's clearly, it's a reclaimed piece of fabric, I would say. It feels like it might be like a furnishing weight fabric or something. It's got this organza layered over the top and all of these threads, so these are probably... So this is, if I say orts, O-R-T-S, someone said the other day, what is this orts people keep talking about? This is my orts jar. So, like, most people, when you talk about orts, they're talking about just the ends of threads like this that you get left over. I also put in, when you've got like really, really teeny snippets of fabric that you really could not do anything else with, like that. Those go in with my orts as well. Also, these were left from combing out some wool for doll's hair. That goes in. So I would say that these threads have probably come out, these are ends that have come out of Telse's orts jar, and I love all the different colours in there, and the little, you can see little twinkles of metallic thread in there. It's absolutely beautiful. What a lovely effect, all trapped inside, all sandwiched between this lovely cotton fabric in the background and the organza over the top, organdy over the top. Organza, yeah, organza, that's right, you know. Absolutely beautiful. And then again, kind of reminded me of the whole bazaar thing, because all of their fabrics come from India. There's some beautiful shisha work here. 3 pieces of shisha work with these little mirrors trapped inside the stitching, and then lovely. This one's got kind of straight stitches with the beads on the end coming out, radiating out. This one's got little like lazy daisy stitches with an extra, that extra stitch at the end is done in a different blue. How have you done that, Telse? I'm going to have to work that out. She must have done the chain stitch and then gone over that sort of catching stitch again in the darker blue. It's a very pretty effect. Look at that. Lots of beads attached all around, so all the beading and the metallics and the shisha work, all very, I love this one as well, gorgeous, all very kind of evocative of the whole bazaar thing, even though these clearly aren't bazaar scraps. You see, it doesn't need to be bazaar scraps at all. If you've got them, this is the perfect opportunity to use them, and I will certainly be using bazaar scraps because I have a lot of them. But yeah, oh, that is absolutely gorgeous, Telse. I love it. How lovely to have a piece from Germany. I've also added a piece from Sweden on behalf of Annette, so that's really nice. That's 2 from Europe. I think I've got at least 1 piece coming from Australia, and maybe a piece from New Zealand. A couple of pieces already from the US, and lots of pieces from the UK. So anybody, you know, wherever you are, there's plenty of time. It would be nice if the pieces came before I go off to the event, which is mid-August, but actually they could keep coming in afterwards as long as we've still got space on the quilt left. To be honest, if we had a massive response, we could think about doing 2 quilts, but it's hard to judge how much of a response there's going to be, to be honest. It's really hard to know. I'm going to come back up here a minute now because this is important. Let me just get my... I'll try and hold that thought, and let me just get this in a thumbnail. I want to show the cat as well. That's not really showing the details very well. Let's show it a bit closer. Let's do it like this. I don't think I can get Puss Cat in as well. I think we just got to focus on this, actually. It's absolutely, totally gorgeous. I think maybe filling the screen with that would be a really pretty thumbnail, wouldn't it? I might do that. Let's put that as an option as well. So it would be really handy to know, to have some idea of how many people are coming. Not coming to the event altogether, but how many people will want to be coming along and joining in with the slow stitching corner. That would just be really useful to know, just so we can make sure that we've got enough supplies for everybody. And also, if there were going to be a lot of people, we might need to plan to rotate people. Not sure if that's going to be necessary or not. And one other thing to remember, if you're coming by car and you're easily able to do it, and you have a portable or a couple of portable chairs to bring with you, please do, because there could be a bit of a shortage of chairs, and it's just really handy to. I know Marion brought 2 portable chairs last year, and I hadn't even thought of doing that. I couldn't have done anyway because I was coming by train, but she was coming by car and she had a couple of fold-up chairs and she brought them with her, which was really thoughtful and really, really useful. So yeah, if you can do, I'll just keep mentioning that and running up to the time. Thank you very, very much for joining me today. Special thank you to Telse. It will be an absolute joy to stitch that piece onto the community quilt on your behalf. Thank you very much for joining in. If anybody's got any questions at all that I haven't covered, either check out that video that I'll link to, or give me a shout in the comments and I'll be very happy to help. I have got some happy mail to open. Careful which edge I show you, because there's addresses all over the place. And I can see that this is from Lorraine. And she was going to send me a piece for the community quilt, for the Bonkers Quilt project. But this is a huge box. It's quite light, but it's a big box, as you can see. So I'm a bit confused and intrigued. So I'm just going to get this bag out of the way, because that's got our addresses on. And then we'll go to the desk and we'll find out together what is inside this mystery box. How exciting, how exciting. Oh, this is more than a piece for the quilt, isn't it? I'm going to get the box out of the way. Well, Lorraine, what have you sent? Now, what do? Open the card first. Dear Annie, just to say that. Oh. Just to say thank you for all the wonderful videos, the inspiration, for always making me smile. So there's something in there. What is it? I don't know what to look at first. I'm going to open the card. It's a lumpy card. It's beautiful. Look at this. Oh, yum. Look how dimensional that is. Wow, it's beautiful. It's got all these lovely die cut pieces and little scraps and snippets all collaged together. It's beautiful, and this lovely little flower in the middle and some hand stitching. That is gorgeous. Oh, and there's a heart inside. Look at this. Oh, that feels gorgeous. Looks like Lorraine's been having a go at that mixed media fabric project that we did a while back. Dear Annie, here's my little. I wonder if there's going to be a clue about what's in here. I'm not going to read that until I've opened this, because I want the surprise of opening this. I think that must be the piece of the quilt. This is mystery. This is mystery. Oh, it's so sweet. Look, I love cats. Look at this little sweetie. He's got a little heart-shaped nose. A little flower, a little bow. I mean, not a flower, a little bow. Oh, it's absolutely beautiful. And it's like a little scrappy cat, because it's all made up of these beautiful scraps, and there's just stitching all over him, all over. I'm saying him. I think it's a him. It's called Herbert. I've just decided. It's called Herbert. He told me. It just came to me. Sometimes they whisper to you. I love it. Look at all the stitching in this. It gives this such lovely texture. Look at this. Piece of lace, beads, all my favourite stitches. It's absolutely adorable. I love it. I love him. And look on the back. made with love little charm there. Beautiful flower. Oh, he's going to take up residence. If you look behind me there, I've got this little unit thing there with lots of little friends that people have made and sent to me. Absolute little treasures. They make me smile every time I look at them. So he's going to find his home in there, perhaps with the girls up the top, I think. Bottom story's getting a bit crowded now. Or he might end up going up there. I've got a cat that Tori sent me up there, and a couple of other slow stitch things that people have sent me have gone up there. So he might end up on that shelf instead. We'll see, we'll see. Oh, that is so lovely of you to send that, Lorraine. I that's just made my day, that has. Now let's have a look at the quilt piece. So let's read the card now that I know what's in there. So, dear Annie, here's my little piece of stitchery for the Bonkers Quilt. Yay! I've really enjoyed creating it. Thank you so much for letting me join in. I use my Bazaar fabrics to make the lotus flower. Oh, lovely. That sounds good. Hope you like it. I'm sure I will, Lorraine. So this is for our Bonkers Quilt project. I'll put a link to the video that tells you all about that if you're interested in sending a little piece in. And it also tells you how to come and join us at the Bazaar event in August, if you're able to. It's in Sussex in the UK. There's quite a few of us getting together there. It's going to be amazing. It's the most incredible event anyway. But to have our little slow stitching corner there and meet up in person with some of the lovely people I've connected with online is going to make it extra special. But if you can't make it in person, you can send me a little piece to add to the quilt. It can be just a little scrappy snippets, or a little motif, a little shaped piece, or a square if you prefer to do a square. Absolutely no rhyme or reason to it, no colour theme. You don't have to use it. It's lovely if you've got Bazaar fabrics, it's a lovely way to use them. You don't have to, just use what you've got. And there's no colour theme, no nothing. It's just whatever you like, whatever makes you happy to do. And they're all going to be stitched together onto this lovely, this big quilt. It's going to be quite a big quilt, I think, in the end. And then I'll finish it off and fill in the gaps and back it and tie it, and then it will be ready and auctioned off in time for Christmas to raise money for whichever worthy cause we decide on between us. So let's now have a look at Lorraine's piece. Oh, so excited to see this. Let's be very, very careful. We do not want to cut anything. But we shouldn't. Wow. Those pimples are out. Oh, that is lovely. How beautiful. It's going to fit in so beautifully into our quilt. I can see that these pieces are from Bazaar packs. I actually have a Bazaar top made out of this one. It's gorgeous. The lotus flower design is very distinctive and very beautiful. It's got these lovely beads on it. The metallic embroidery is probably cut from pieces that had that embroidery on, some of the brocade pieces you get in the packs. Oh, it's absolutely gorgeous. Every piece has got little stitching on it, little seed stitches and things on it. Some Y stitches there, detached chain stitches. Oh, it's absolutely beautiful, Lorraine. That is going to fit in just perfectly. If you want to make a piece to go in the quilt, you don't have to back it. So it doesn't, you're not going to mess. I love to see the messy back sides anyway, but they're not going to show on the final quilt because it'll all be stitched onto the backing that we're working on. And you don't need to edge it. Because what we'll do is we'll overlap pieces where we can. Obviously we won't overlap people's work, but so with a piece like this we would either stitch into the surrounding background or we'd overlap little pieces. We'll work it out as we go along. We won't go over anyone's actual work, of course, but a piece like this where you've got edges that can be overlapped or underlapped, that's perfect. I'm so excited to see how this project comes together. I think it's going to be quite a challenge to bring all the pieces together, to fill in all the gaps and finish it off. It is going to be quite a challenge, and but I just think it's going to be bonkers because it's going to be so eclectic. Tom's even doing a piece, and he's going to do a punch needle piece. So I've just had to, I will have to make sure he doesn't do a rude word. You can do words if you want to put your name on it or commemorate someone. One person is doing something kind of to remember her mum, because it's a special day. The 16th of August, when we're going to be there, is a special day for her. So that's absolutely fine as well. I might find a way to incorporate the names of everyone who's contributed a piece on the back. Maybe make one of those, like a giant version of the quilter's label that some people put on the back of their quilts. So yeah, and a bit, the date and the name of our community and things. I think that could be quite good. Yeah, and it'll end up being, at the moment, the plan is to auction it via eBay auction, because they do a kind of auction for charity thing where you don't have to pay fees as long as you're giving 100% of the price to the charity. Then you get 100% of the fee back, which I think is brilliant. And then they take care of all of the transaction and stuff. I don't want to have to be taking people's money and things. I don't want to be getting into that. So yeah, at the moment that's the plan. Unless we come up with a better way of doing it, that's the plan. This is absolutely stunning, Lorraine. Just gorgeous. Yeah, love it. Let's see if we can get, how can I get all this in a thumbnail? How beautiful. What a lovely package. That's made my day. A special thank you to Lorraine for sending that, and for this, for my little cat. I think he's Herbert. Herbert just seems, I don't know why Herbert just came to mind. Yeah, he might have been meant to be a girl, but he's Herbert. He told me. Hello and welcome back to my craft room. Well, I'm here all just getting ready for our Wednesday live stream. Having missed a week last week, it'll be really nice to catch up with everybody again. And then guess what popped through the door? This isn't just any old Happy Mail. Well, no Happy Mail is any old Happy Mail. But this one I'm very, very pleased to see, because it's something I thought had gone missing. I hope this is from Jan B. I'm not going to say her whole name to protect her privacy, in case she doesn't want to say her whole name. But this had come through with a fee to pay on it. Don't understand why the stamp that Jan put on it wasn't enough, because to me this looks like a normal letter size. This should have gone as a normal letter. I would have quite happily put a normal stamp on it too, but hey ho. Anyway, I'd gone on, paid the fee, requested for it to come last Wednesday, and it just never showed up. I was gutted, and I've gone back and forth. I've gone all through things. I've tried to go on their website. I've tried to contact them. Well, I have contacted them. Never heard anything back. But this has now shown up this morning, and I'm so pleased to see it, because it's so devastating if you've made something by hand and then it goes missing, because it's irreplaceable, isn't it? Very, very excited. I have let Jan know. I haven't heard back, but hopefully she'll see that email soon. And she had said, don't worry, I'll make another one. So this is going to be a piece for our community quilt, the Bonkers Quilt project. I've had some lovely pieces coming in from all over the world. I haven't caught up on all my Happy Mail videos yet, so you won't have seen them all, but you will do. I will catch up eventually. Let's make sure nearly did miss something. Oh look, how cute. Oh, nearly missed those. That would have been a shame. Here we go. Look at this. This is what I nearly missed in the bottom. This cute little cat bookmark. You can never have too many bookmarks either. I use bookmarks a lot, especially, funnily enough, it's not just in like reading books. I tend to read on my Kindle now, but it's in like craft reference books and things that I end up using a lot of bookmarks. How cute is that? Absolutely adorable little illustration. How sweet. And look at this one. I used to have a guinea pig. I loved him dearly. Oh, look. Here we go. There's a little note from Jan. Oh, she's put her name there anyway. Hi, Annie. Here is my contribution to your stitch-along quilt. I hope it's okay to use. I'm absolutely sure it will be, Jan. So sorry I can't be with you on the day. Much love, Jan. Oh, exciting. Now Jan's is obviously a beautiful square, and she's backed it beautifully and finished it neatly. That is lovely, but you don't have to do that. You don't need to back it. I'll be stitching it onto backing anyway, and it doesn't need to be square. It can be any shape and size you like. I would say from sort of 5 centimeters at the smallest. Let's see what Jan's made. There is no theme, no colour theme, nothing. It can be anything, whatever kind of needlework you enjoy. It's fine. So we're going to have a right old eclectic mix, and I cannot wait to see what Jan has come up with. Shall we have a peek? Oh, look at this, how beautiful. Oh, Jan, that is lovely. What? I'm trying to work out what you've worked on here. What is this material that you've worked on? God, that is gorgeous. What a lot of stitching, and that is the most beautifully done. I hope it's showing it. Yeah, let's get it up as close as I can. So that is the most beautifully done satin stitch. Wow, that must have taken you an age. Oh, you must have been so gutted and you thought this had gone missing. The amount of work that's gone into that. It's absolutely beautiful. Oh. So we've got a little tree stump here. I love that because the whole kind of the idea of the fact that all of this came out of the Bazaar event, and Bazaar are very eco-friendly, ecologically aware, environmentally aware, you know, fair trade, as they use as little packaging as possible and all that kind of thing. And we all love their scrap packs, which are all rescued fabrics, and you don't by any means need to use Bazaar scraps, as you can see Jan hasn't, to make your piece to go on the quilt. But I love that some of the other pieces that are coming in as well, they have used scraps, and and I love the idea of it being worldwide. I don't know, just the kind of, some of you'll see. I'm gonna do a little video soon showing some of the pieces that have come in already, all together, you know, stitched onto the quilt, and it's getting, I don't know, I'm just getting a real feel good thing. It's all I don't even know how to put into words what I'm saying, really. What I'm trying to say is it's kind of this very much goes along with the feeling of us all coming together, celebrating our community and the hobby that we love so much, benefiting a worthy cause in the first place, just generally making the world a better place. And I just think this kind of goes along with it. This little, look at this little piece of nature here, this little tree stump. The way I'm looking at this, I might be reading too much into it, is that, you know, we've cut the tree down, human beings have cut the tree down, but look at the life that's this little tree stump has become a little habitat for all these little creatures. There's flowers growing all around it. There's the little ladybird and the little caterpillar, which will turn into a butterfly and fly away. I love that. That's a real, it's beautiful. It's beautifully done. I love the design, and yeah, I've tried satin stitching a few times. I've never managed anything as beautiful as that. That is so exquisitely done, Jan. Absolutely love it. And probably what will happen with this one, because the whole quilt's going to be quite higgledy-piggledy, as I say, it's not going to be all kind of squares neatly put together. I imagine what will happen with this one is it's quite likely that this will go down and we'll end up slightly overlapping it or stitching over it and around it to blend it into the rest of the quilt. And that is fabulous, because it's just, yeah, it gives us a lot of scope for different ways that we can blend this into the quilt. It's going to be quite a challenge. Let me come back up here again. It's going to be quite a challenge bringing such an eclectic mixture of pieces together. And I think the end result is going to be quite bonkers, but in a really, really good way. And I just feel like the whole thing, looking at the pieces that have already come in, the whole thing is just going to be very symbolic of our amazing community. What a wonderful, heartwarming community we have. I feel very, very positive about this whole thing, and it fits together so well with Bazaar and the way they work. I've always loved the way that they work. Jo from Bazaar is making a piece herself as well, and I was just saying to her this morning, I think it'd be really nice if she could get her whole team to just do a little bit, even if it's just a few stitches, one little snippet of fabric stitched on with a few pieces that we can then work around. I just think it'd be nice if everybody made their mark. I'm also kind of thinking it might be fun because a couple of people have suggested it'd be good to in some way remember the names of the people that are contributing, and I'm just wondering about taking a large piece of calico or something, and a couple of heat erasable pens, and getting the people that are there to actually sign their name, not their signature, not obviously that wouldn't be very safe, but just write their name, their first name, on the fabric that I could later on stitch, and then we could put the whole thing on the back with perhaps some information about the community and bazaar and why we made the quilt. I don't know, yeah, the date and things, because who knows where that quilt's going to end up. The idea is that once all the pieces have come in and been stitched on, I'll add some more patches in and snippets here and there and stitching to fill in all the gaps and blend everything together. Then I'll put the backing on and then tie I'm going to, rather than quilt through all the layers, I'm going to do a tied quilting method. I think that's going to work the best in the circumstances, and then hopefully I'll get that done by Christmas, and then we'll be auctioning it via eBay. eBay do a kind of charity auction thing where you don't have to pay the fee. If you're donating 100% of what you get, which we will be, they give you 100% of the fee back, so that's good. You wouldn't lose anything in fees. And then we'll just have to, I think maybe we'll do a short list of charities to pick from to make it a bit easier. Yeah, so I just love it, and I love the idea that it's a quilt. It'll just be our community kind of sending a big quilty hug out into the world. It might sound corny, but I love that. Anyway, so did I get my thumbnail? I think I probably did. Just love that, Jan. This is absolutely beautiful, and I'm so glad that wasn't lost. It would have been such a shame. Thank you so much for sending that, Jan. It will be an absolute pleasure to stitch that into our quilt on your behalf. Thank you very much to all of you for joining me. I hope you enjoyed that little look, and I'll see you again really soon. Bye.